So I've begun building a little website to demonstrate my MUSE stuff on how to use MUSE. And you can see I've got some stuff in here already. And if I hit Command semicolon, I can hide my guides and grids and get them out of the way for me so I can see my design. But I do want to see them. I got a 20 column grid here so that I can line things up nice. And I've got the style set up. I've added some anchor points. I've got the images in here, but what I really want to talk about is right here. I want to add some forms. So I'm going to first come in and I'm going to type in the word form, and maybe I'm going to type in an M dash, holding down the option key and hitting the hyphen on my keyboard would create an M dash contact, because that's really what it is. And when you can see that, it just doesn't look right for me. And so I want to turn that into a heading, and I'm going to turn that into a heading very quickly, and then I'm just going to move that right up into place and line it up, and there's my heading. Nice. Now the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to add the form. So in order to add that form, I need to go over to my widgets library inside of my panel. Oops. And then inside my widgets library, there is a form. And I have a couple of options. I have what's called a detailed form or a simple form. And in this case, I just want to put in a simple form. So I'm just going to click and drag that over to drop it onto my stage. Bang, it's there. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to kind of put this in place. Where do I want it? I think I want to put it, you know what? I think I want to do almost a full area form. So I'm just going to come in, I'm going to double click, and I'm actually just going to kind of mess around with this a little bit. I'm going to make this go right across all the way to that mark, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and I'm going to go right across all the way to that mark, and then of course that's going to by naturally do that one. I'm going to then come in, and you notice each time I click in, let me click off again. I'm going to click off, and then I click on my form, and then I click in and I select that. I click in, I can select that. So each time I click in, I can select something else. So I want to come over here and I want to bring that there. So now on my rollover, I've got that light gray, which is nice, but maybe I want to fill that with that kind of grayish there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to select my color picker, and I'm going to pick that gray there. There we go. And now it matches my design, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Alright, so now the next thing I have to do is I have to make my form active. So right now my form is not really active. I gotta line it up a little bit better. I click on this blue drop down here and I get a heads up display. Now unfortunately what's happening with this heads up display is it's fallen outside of my screen. So let me move my screen over. I'm going to click on it. There's my heads up display. So by default it's going to tell me it's giving me the home form, but what I want to do is say where this is from. So this is from the forms on the GWD 1600 site. That way I know exactly where it's from. I just put in the email that I want it to go, and then I can actually have it stay on this page, or I could actually create a different page and have it go someplace after that was done. I'm just going to have it stay on that page, and that's it. That's all I need to do. I've created a form, and as long as my hosting service is supporting PHP 5 or higher, or if I'm using Business Catalyst and simply just publishing, so if I just publish that to Business Catalyst, then that form will work. And it's going through, it's publishing my site. It's going to take a little while in this case because it's the first time I've put this site page up. So it's going to take a little while. And here we go. And then now it's going to show me that site. And here it is. And I'm going to just move it over so you can see it. So there's my site that I've got all squared away and ready to go. And then if I click on the forms, it's going to scroll down and take me down to the forms, and you can see that I'm a little off, and I'll fix that next. I want that to land right there. That's where I want it to be. All right. Till next time, thank you very much.